So today I'm doing something very interesting. I'm going from Wanaka to Franz Josef, and I'll drive through the Haast Pass all the way to the west coast. And there is this one track over there that I always wanted to do. It's called Copland Track or Copland Track. I'm not sure how it's properly pronounced. And I always want to do that one because the track is 7 hours long, 7 hours there and 7 hours to get back. And there is this natural hot pools at the end of the track where the welcome flat hut is. And I always want to do that one, but it was always raining on the west coast. Like, it's always raining on the west coast, so I never got a chance to do it. But then I realized like it's always going to rain, so might as well go. It doesn't really matter. So I will do that in the next couple of days. And right now I am in the Haast Pass, at the very beginning of Haast Pass. And there is no signal while you're driving, so I'm not able to listen to any music or podcasts or anything, so that's going to be a bit annoying. It takes about 2-3 hours to get to the west coast, but I think I have some audiobooks, so that should keep me entertained. So yeah, let's keep going. So I made a quick stop on my way to Haast, and this is one of the best things that you can do in Haast Pass, apart from Brewster Hut and Fantail Falls. It's called Thunder Creek Falls, and it's absolutely beautiful. Especially now, it's been raining for the last couple of days, so the waterfall should be bigger than before, and I'm going to show it to you right now. That waterfall is twice as big as the last time I was here, and my camera is completely wet. You can see the raindrops on the lens. Yeah, so that was amazing. Like I said, it was raining for the last couple of days, so that's why the waterfall is so big. And just down the road, like 5 minutes down the road, there are Fantail Falls and the Brewster Hut. So I did the Brewster Hut a couple of weeks ago, and that was absolutely stunning. So 3 things to see in the Haast Pass is Thunder Creek Falls, Fantail Falls and the Brewster Hut, in my opinion. Right, so time to get back on the road. So I just arrived in Franz Josef, and as you can see, it's pretty miserable outside. It's been raining a lot. Like, this is pretty much what you can expect from the west coast. Oh, let me just go inside. I'm all wet already. This is pretty much what you can expect from the west coast. It's raining all the time. Like, it took me almost 5 hours to get from Wanaka to Franz Josef because parts of the road were flooded, and that's why it took me longer to get here than usual. And I'm staying at the Rainforest Retreat. Now, I stayed here 3 or 4 times before, and I'm always staying here when I'm passing through Franz Josef. And this place was made for a lot of people. Like before COVID, when we had a lot of internationals in New Zealand, this place was packed with people, and now I'm basically the only one here, so I can choose any room I want, and I have this whole huge kitchen for myself. So I'm going to show you around for a bit. There are a bunch of rooms behind me, and there is a spa over there and a restaurant, and these are private rooms over there and behind as well. And this one is mine. 1 second. So I'm staying in a dorm, which means it has several beds inside, but since there are no people around, I have this whole room for myself, and I even have some coffee and tea over here and some chocolates. So it's going to be a good night for me. It's been a really long drive and it was raining a lot, so I'm really tired right now. And hopefully tomorrow or day after tomorrow I will go to Copland Track or Copland Track, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, I'm going to check that out, but yeah, I'm going to do that track. Hopefully it's not going to rain, but yeah, see you until then. So today I'm finally doing the Copland Track. I spent the last 2 days in Franz Josef because it was raining a lot, and I mean it was raining a lot. So I was kind of worried to do this Copland Track because there are several river crossings on my way to welcome Flat Hut. So because of that heavy rain, I thought that the track would be closed or just that crossing the river would be too dangerous. But now I have a really clear day. It's raining now a little bit, but it was sunny a couple of minutes ago, so I think it's fine. And I can see some other cars on the car park, so that means the other people are there already, so that's also nice. And from this car park, I don't know if you can see it, from this car park to the Welcome Flat Hut is 18 kilometers one way. So that's about between 5 and 7 hours of walking. And then I will spend the night there and then 5 or 7 hours back. So yeah, let's start.
I didn't know that I've been the fool. I've been telling lies about something real, but I know love is based on.
Oh my god, that rainbow is so close to me. It's beautiful.
Knowing that it's not just you, it's me, 'cause I was made to be free.
So yeah, this track is about 18 kilometers long from the car park to the Welcome Flat Hut. And there are a few options after that. You can go to the Copland shelter, which is another 9 hours. You have to spend the night there and then come back again. But that's only for experienced climbers and hikers, and I'm none of that. And right now I'm running a bit late. It's around 1 p.m. and since it's winter in New Zealand, that means the sun goes down around 5, 5:30 maybe. And that means that I'll probably have to do one part of this track in the dark using my head torch. But that's a problem because I lost my head torch. I have no idea where it is. So I'm probably gonna have to use my phone, like flash on my phone or something, but that's alright. I'm looking forward to those hot pools at the end of the track. There are natural hot pools right outside of that hut. And yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Should feel knowing that it's not just you, it's me, 'cause I was made to be free. I am made to be free. I am made to be free.
Now I've been hiking for about 3 hours and I had to stop at this place because look how beautiful that is. Like the water is so blue. I don't know how much you can actually see when I'm filming like this. I can see the mountains all the way in the distance. But one annoying thing is sandflies. There's so many of them, especially here on the west coast. Like as soon as you stop for about, I don't know, 5-10 seconds, they just start biting you right away. And it's so annoying, like there's so many of them. And I don't have any repellent with me because I forgot to buy it. Yeah, so I have a couple of more hours to go, so I better keep going.
'Cause I was made to be free.
It's about 4 p.m. right now, which means I only have 1 hour of sunlight left, and I still have about 5 or 6 kilometers left, which means I will have to do one part of this track in the dark and using my phone because I forgot my head torch. I mean, I lost my head torch, I don't know where. And I probably won't be able to film anything else on my way to this hut because it's just going to be too dark. So I'm going to leave this video here for now, and I'm just going to walk as fast as I can to this hut. And I'm going to show you this hut tomorrow and the hot pools, and hopefully on my way back I will be able to film more because I will start going back really early. That gives me plenty of time to just film everything. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow is going to be a better day, but for now I have to run. So see you tomorrow. And that was Welcome Flat Hut. So it's a really amazing hut, and there are only a few people inside, so me and 5 others, and there are 4 different dorms or 4 different rooms. So I was basically by myself in one of those rooms, so that was really nice. I had a really good sleep last night. And now I'm going to show you the best thing about this track and about this hut are these natural hot pools. So they're only 2 minutes away from the hut, and I came here last night as soon as I left my backpack, like I was here in 5 minutes. And yeah, I spent at least 2 hours here. So as you can see, I still have my shorts and my towel. They're still wet, but I'm going to use them again, so that's not a problem. So there are 3 different pools over there. I think this one is like a medium heat, and that one is the coldest. And the first one over here is the warmest one. So yeah, let me show you around. Okay, so now I will go for a quick swim, but the bad part is it's freezing outside, so I have to take my clothes off. And then I have to put on my wet swimming shorts from last night, so that's going to be really painful. So I had to switch to my GoPro right now because it's waterproof, unlike my other camera. And I'm in the first pool right now, which is the hottest one. And I have this beautiful view of the mountains behind me. I don't know how much you can actually see, but yeah, these pools are not very deep. Like, there's just enough water for you to lie down and relax, but yeah, they're not that deep. But the temperature is so nice. Like it's really hot, but it's not too hot, so it's actually perfect. And I'm the only person right now here because other 5 who stay with me in the hut, they left like a couple of minutes ago, so I'm the only one left. And I will stay here for another 20 minutes or so, just relaxing, and then I have to walk 7 hours to get back to my car. I just want to show you something before I leave. So this is Rock Bivouac. It's only 2 minutes away from the hut and the hot pools. And this is the original shelter, like, I don't know, 100 years ago. This is where people used to stay, because the original hut was much smaller than this one, so there wasn't enough room for everyone, and that's why some people actually slept here under this rock. So yeah, that's one of the original shelters. Very cool. Okay, now, yeah, let's keep going, because I have 7 hours of walking ahead of me. I forgot to mention one thing, so it's possible to cross from the west coast of New Zealand all the way to Mount Cook, so crossing the Southern Alps. And the Welcome Flat Hut is only the first part of that track. So Copland Track, after the Welcome Flat Hut, goes to Douglas Rock. And after that, I think it's Copland Shelter, which should be somewhere over there. So basically, if you walk from here up there, and you cross those mountains, you will end up in Mount Cook. So I think that's really awesome, and some people actually are doing it, but you need a lot of experience, and you need a lot of equipment and stuff like that, so it's not for everyone, but it's definitely possible. So there's this one bridge really close to the hut, about 10 minutes away, and it's probably the scariest one I've seen so far in New Zealand. Like, I'm a person who doesn't like those suspension bridges, I think that's how they're called, and this one is definitely the scariest one so far. And last night I was hiking in the dark, so it was extra scary because I couldn't see properly, and I only had the flash on my phone. So I'm going to show you that bridge right now. I will switch to my GoPro and you will see for yourself. That was it. Pretty much the scariest bridge I've seen so far in New Zealand. And it's so long, it takes like more than a minute to cross it, and it's so high. It looks like 20-30 meters, like maybe it's less, but it looks like it's really high. And it's just a few pieces of metal and a wire, like kind of like stuck together, and that's pretty much it. So you can see all the way through as you're walking, and it's really scary. And again, I'm a person who doesn't like bridges, so anyway, I have a few more hours until I reach my car. So for now, I'll just leave it here, and I'm going to film something on the way, just to show you guys the more beautiful places on this track. And then, yeah, see you at the car park. And that was the Copland Track. I'm so glad that I finally got a chance to do this track because it was on my bucket list for a long time. Like, I wanted to come here last year and I was on the west coast for like 5 or 6 times, and just the weather was never good enough for me to do this track. It was always raining and cloudy and muddy and all that. And now I finally got 2 days of clear weather where it was sunny and warm. It's raining now a little bit, but I have only 2 kilometers left until I reach my car, so that's alright. And I had to switch to my GoPro instead of my main camera because I don't have enough battery. Like, I still need to buy some spare batteries and memory cards and all that, so I will do that when I go back to Wanaka. But yeah, that was all for me for now, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!